Why am I so dang tall? Alright guys, we are back working on the hood. If you guys followed in part 1, you know that all the welding and grinding is done. Now it's time for some filler. First thing you gotta do before applying filler, you have to sand. You have to make sure there's sand marks. If not, it's not gonna stick. So I'm gonna take some 80 grit and go all around here and up on the edges of this cowl a little bit and along the back and start applying some filler. So get the DA out and we'll start sanding it away. And for those of you who don't know, this is our shop dog, Zion. No matter what, he always has to be right there in the middle of it, always hanging out with us. He's 13 years old, but he still loves hanging out in the garage with us. Oh my goodness. Before you do anything, you gotta knead this. You gotta squeeze it, get all the air out, put the cap back on, and then knead it before you apply it. So right here is going to be the hardest part of this because the body line is like 2 to 3 times wider than this. This comes up to like a flat on top, and this is a big point. So I have quite a bit of build up here to work the filler from the fat body line to the skinny body line.
Well guys, she's getting there. You see still a couple spots we gotta do some sanding on there, but for the most part, looking good. Have to do one more coat. After that should be good. If you guys want to think an arm workout, screw going to the gym. Holy crap. Forgot how tiring this was. Then it wasn't sand some filler. So guys, here's the finished product on the hood. It is officially ready for primer. I sanded the body filler down with 180. I finished it off with 180. And then I sanded the outskirts, everything else with 320. Went over there with the red scuff pad. Got everything to a nice dull finish, and she is ready for primer. Super stoked on how she came out. Well guys, we finally got a decent day here in Ohio. It's not raining, it's not snowing, it's not cold. It's about 61 degrees or so. It's a little cloudy. Chance of rain later, but it's about an hour or two out, so I'm gonna go for it and get this thing all cleaned off, wiped down. I'm gonna prime it, so let's get to it before it starts raining on us.
These my dollars make it hurt.
So this primer I'm using, this is epoxy primer. Usually whenever you prime anything else over bare metal, you want to use some self-etch, but with this, with it being epoxy, you can put right over bare metal. It's actually corrosion resistant. Yeah, it says it right here. It's called CRE 321. Great stuff. It lays on pretty thick. You gotta mix some acetone in there so it lays nice and even, doesn't jam up the gun. This stuff sands like a rock. It's very hard to sand, but man, does it do a great job in the corrosion protectant and building up layers. So get this all mixed up, we'll start spraying. Mixing ratio on this is 2 to 1, and on here it has a 0.5. You can add the acetone too.
gosh. Is it National Airplane Flying Day? Oh my gosh, restart it. Alright, you ready now? Alright.
I am very ready.
Here's the hood. It's in primer.
Pow!
Finally. We got a nice day to do it, so here it is. Came out really good. I mean, it's one thing seeing it half red, half bare metal, half body filler, but to see it all in one finished color looks really good. Don't mind the bugs down here. But other than the bugs and a couple pinholes from the body filler, looks really good. Whenever I get the rest of the truck ready for primer, I'll block this, make sure there's no other little spots I gotta add some more filler and tweak to, but I'm beyond stoked on how it came out. So like I said, this is done now. Until the rest of the truck ready for primer, I'm gonna start digging into it, about to get the quarters off. So if you guys wanna watch that, be sure to stay tuned. Thanks for watching.